Hey, welcome back to my vlog, my daily vlog. Thanks for tuning in for those who are, who will be. And today I just wanted to talk about a few things that I do every single day. And these are things that came to my mind today when I was doing various things. So lots of things. So one of those things were I got out and I did a little jogging or uh, basically speed walking with a little bit of jogging here and there. Went out with my wife and we went around the block for about 3 miles worth of distance. I didn't run for 3 miles. I maybe ran for half of that or a little bit less. I don't know. It wasn't very much. It was tough. Haven't run in a very long time. I don't think I've actually ran outside of playing basketball or doing some sort of like wind sprints type running for probably close to 20 years. And it was extremely tough. No matter how much I put on the bike, and I put on the bike a lot. I ride 4 or 5 days a week, 40 minutes, which is usually about 24 kilometers because everything's in kilometers. And I usually ride it at a pretty intense rate to about 94 or 90 some odd RPMs. But riding a bike and running are completely two different animals. And today I could barely run, short stretches without just being almost completely winded. And on top of that, got a lot of aches and pains and running on concrete and pavement and is tough on my body. So I was hurting from that as well. It was a little bit tough for me to actually run without having some back pain, lower back pain on my left side, because I've got basically a broken down arch in my left foot from broken ankle back when I was like 23 playing basketball, and never healed correctly. And I've had some issues with it and plantar fasciitis and everything else. So when I run, it's really, really difficult to run comfortably, especially for any length of time or, long stretches. So that was troublesome. And then of course, with getting, back to normal with my heart valve replacement recently and such, I just a little bit fatigued still from that. I guess I'm not quite in the right shape for all of it, and that's why I'm getting out there and trying to get it done. And then of course, when I got done, I sat down at my desk and I was sitting there for a bit, and then when I got up, I was super stiff and I was super sore. So yeah, it's not easy, especially when you're getting older. It's getting tougher. So that was that. So I'll do that tomorrow. I'll try it again, maybe tomorrow or next couple of days. And I'll definitely, instead of running in basketball shoes, I'll run in, I got a pair of running shoes. I'm going to try those. I've never really used them yet. They were for our basketball club, and but I'm going to give them a shot and see how they feel. I'll let you know how that works out. Speaking of March and my birthday coming up next weekend, and then of course St. Patty's Day is on the 17th. McDonald's has got the Shamrock Shakes back. They've had them back for a while. I just had my first one today. It's very delicious as always. On top of that, they've got that new crispy chicken sandwich. I don't know if you guys have tried that or seen it, but it's pretty good as long as they don't overcook it. And they've overcooked it a couple times, or it's been overdone a little bit too crispy, a little bit too well done. And but otherwise, it's pretty darn good. It's not as good as a Chick-fil-A sandwich. It's not as good as a Popeyes chicken sandwich, but it's not bad. And heck, it's cheaper. So it's an alternative. If you haven't tried it, I suggest you do. Also, back in I don't know if you guys remember this or not, but back in 2017, McDonald's introduced like 5 different Shamrock Shake type drinks. And one of those was the Shamrock Chocolate Chip Frappe or Frappe or Frapp or whatever you want to call it. So it was really good. I mean, it was probably my favorite drink. And that was when I was first getting introduced to actually trying those and having those frappes. And when they brought out the Shamrock Chocolate Chip Frappe, I was like, this I'm going to have over and over again. Of course, right after they did that first year, they didn't bring it back. And I was so disappointed. And I actually was going to, in case you hadn't seen it yet, I was going to bring it up and show it to you. We need to get a petition going and get this thing back on the market, I think. And McDonald's definitely needs to be bringing it back. There was a good picture in one of these. I had a link for it. Let me see if I can find it still. But now, of course, I'm not going to be able to find it, I'm sure, just because I wanted to. Nope, it's a whole different link now. That's interesting. Oh, well. You can just Google it. Just Google Shamrock, Shamrock chocolate chip. And there's a article, someone published something about it. It's right here somewhere. And there it is. So let me bring this up. This is old, of course. This is from 2017. So let me try it with my fun, fancy screen stuff. Let's see here. Go back here, share screen. Let's try it. There it is. Okay. Released new versions of the Shamrock Shake, and they're better than the original, of course. There's the original Shamrock Shake. There is the chocolate Shamrock Shake, which was cool. I never tried it. Then there it is, the Shamrock Chocolate Chip Frappe and all its glory. That is what it was. And if you had it, you know what I'm talking about. If you hadn't, it was awesome. And then there's the rest of the menu. So they did the chocolate chip frappe, they did the Shamrock Shake, the chocolate Shamrock Shake. They had the Shamrock Hot Chocolate and the Shamrock Mocha. Never had any of those, but this one on the far left, that was amazing. Anyway, so I just wanted to bring that up because having a Shamrock Shake today reminded me of how awesome that was and how I missed having it. And I was lucky enough to have it once, but didn't get enough to have it more than once because they didn't bring it back. Very disappointed. And then I just found out that my deadline funnel for one of the offers I was promoting has a broken link, and that the offer wasn't actually able to be purchased on the cart because the cart would redirect over to the page it was not supposed to redirect to until the timer ran out. So I found out I had the wrong blueprint activated for how it intended on working. And that's because I duplicated the campaign from a previous campaign that was using a different blueprint, and I forgot to change the blueprint. So it's obviously my own fault for this happening. But it's now fixed and it's working correctly. But anyway, it was just something that another one of those rule of dammits for digital marketing, and always be testing, as they say. And I did. I tested it and it seemed to be working. And I'm not sure if I had changed it by accident to the wrong one after it was working and I tested it, or did it just seem to work because I was testing it a different way or something? I don't understand. I really don't know what happened, but either way, I realized the error of my ways earlier today when I was like testing it out just for the fun of it, and it didn't work. And I was like, why is this not working? And then I found out what was wrong, and I finally pinpointed the problem and fixed it, and now it's working. And then finally, I've been watching college basketball pretty much all day. I see Loyola Chicago beat Indiana State to move on to MVC, and they're actually doing really well. I think they're 16-1 in the last 17 games. This is a Cinderella team that went to the Final Four in 2000, I think it was 17 or 18. And they had sister, what's her name? Sister, can't remember. She was the old lady that was always at the games, and they talked about a ton. And they had a great team, and they made a great run. And I really wish they would have made the championship game and would have won the championship that year, but they didn't. And anyway, but they're back, and they're going to be strong, I think, in the tournament. And I wouldn't be surprised at all if they made another run to at least a Sweet 16, maybe Elite 8. Who knows? Maybe they got enough magic to get there to the Final Four again. We'll see. I know my Badgers are looking rough right now, and if they don't pull it together soon and figure out how to shoot the basketball, they're not going to be making it to past the first or second round. Heck, they might not even, they might get upset in the first round if they can't make baskets. So we'll see. I saw, what else I see today? I saw Illinois went into Ohio State, beat them. They were supposed to. They're the fourth ranked team. Ohio State's the 7th ranked team. But it was good to see Illinois win. And and then I saw Minnesota lost to Rutgers. After Rutgers was beating them pretty handily, it looked like they were going to beat them at Minnesota pretty easily. They were up by 12, 14 points, and then Minnesota came back and tied it up, went to overtime, and then Rutgers beat them in overtime. And Minnesota has dropped like 7 in a row. They got to be the most talented team, one of the best teams in the country, with one of the worst outcomes in all their games. I mean, losing 7 straight is really hard to believe with all the guys they got and what they've done. It's kind of like watching the Badgers. Can't really understand how you can have a team full of fifth-year seniors who are all like really old, like older than some of the guys in the NBA, and they can't beat most teams because they can't make enough baskets. They can't shoot well enough. It's tough. Anyway, so that's pretty much it. I think I've covered it all. Yeah, I don't have anything else. So thanks so much for tuning in, and I appreciate your time. And I will be back again tomorrow with some more rants and raves of whatever's going on or whatever I'm thinking about. Until then, take care. Have a great day. Watch some college basketball. We'll speak tomorrow.